What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be for the Leos. You see from the title of the video. Hopefully you guys are cool. Hopefully everybody is okay. Let's see what we have for you guys coming for the Leos. Alright, first one we have for you guys is child, right? So this could be a literal child, or this could be a form of new endeavorment, right? So some new beginning is on your way. What's going on with the Leos? Alright, we have bad health. Right, so bad health could be immersed with you guys. You guys could be experiencing any coughs or anything like that, right? This might be a situation where you guys are maybe kind of rethinking what's going on in your life. This could be situations to where things are uneven right now, right? Bad health, as we know, it could be literal bad health, or it could be a form of just uneasiness, things that are not going as swell as you would normally go, right? That's what I'm picking up to tell you guys. We have message of concern. This could be resulting from, you guys might have received some sort of message or some sort of phone call. You know, if we're speaking modern day, some sort of phone call or text that could be potentially even lowering your vibration, right? This could be lowering your vibration or lowering your energy. Again, bad health doesn't necessarily have to mean laid up in an actual hospital bed, but it could be you just not on your right frequencies, right? You know how people say they feel under the weather? It's like that, right? So you guys could have been receiving possibly a message of concern coming from maybe a new endeavor that you're in, which is kind of causing you, maybe this new thing that you started has got you in a position where you're not feeling yourself. You're probably so used to doing what you was used to doing, like your maybe past career, that when you're stepping into this new endeavor, that you guys are starting to feel concerned about it, right? You guys could be feeling concerned. We have adjudication, right? I don't know if this is related to like a spouse or things like that. Normally this would be. But if I also relate this to this message for message of concern, you guys are potentially in a situation where you're bringing on another party, like a judge, right? Someone that you're consulting with that could be helping you guys to resolve these issues, maybe like a therapist or things like that. So I would just say, if when it comes down to the energies of these cards, ensure that you guys are getting into positions to where you're nourishing yourself back to good health. You need to be nourishing yourself. So if you guys getting into this new endeavor and it's causing you guys to feel unsteady, you're getting concerned at the moment. But you got to judge the situation of how you guys react to it. So judge it by looking at the bigger picture. Don't just look at what you're feeling right now. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the ultimate goal. Look at why you're going into this new endeavor to begin with, and judging it, because you're going to be the judge. By judging it that way, you can make a better decision or a better choice, if that makes sense to you guys. All right, what's next for the Leos? We have high honor, right? So this thing that you could be going on, this could be like a battle. You know how they say, lose the battle, win the war? So at the moment right now, you could be losing the battle, but you're going to win the war ultimately. And this is going to give you an honor feeling. You see what I'm saying? So you're in a fighting position for your endeavor. Your new endeavor, because we have child, which is a new beginnings card. So your new endeavor, you're in a fight for that. You're trying to honor that, or you're trying to honor possibly your principles, your morals, why you're even doing this new endeavor to begin with. We're going to keep talking about the new endeavor because that's what we started off with. So that's pretty much like beginning of chapter, right? So that's like a, how can I put this? This basically is like a starter's kit almost, right? So that's how I like to read it. All right, so we have pathway, right? So in short, light at the end of the tunnel, as you guys can see over here. You have butterflies in this new pathway. So this came right after the battle card, ensuring that when you go through these battle moments and you make it through and you're honored for that, or you at least honor yourself for that, you're going to experience a new pathway. One with butterflies, as butterflies represents a new experience, because as you guys know, they start as a caterpillar, then they live as a caterpillar too. They don't just start off. It's not like a chicken where a chicken's an egg and then it hatches. This is a caterpillar. It starts as a caterpillar, so it has to live its life as a caterpillar. It has to face so many difficult birds and insects and all these other different variations. And then when it goes to its new stage, it then becomes a cocoon, which goes into a new transition. So you see what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to go through those little experiences to then ultimately come out a better individual, a better person, or whatever the case is, right? We have family room for you guys. So this is a form of sacred places, things like conversations. If you guys have any personal, real close family members or real close individuals, you want to what's the word I'm looking for? You want to bring them into some type of room that you can consult personally with personal business. Very careful of who you're sharing your new endeavors with. You need to keep it at a very minimum, if not a zero like contact with, like sharing information. I would suggest you try to keep it to yourself. But if you do have someone you trust, you need to make sure it's confined. Try your best not to send things off of social media, because you don't want to be copied and pasted and sent to the wrong individuals, right? Because this can ultimately affect your situation. Or if you don't end up getting it, you could be looked at as like a liar or whatever the case is. So ensure that you guys keep it very minimum. Try to find an actual room with no cameras, no recordings, and just consult in a family room, a family gathering with your ideas and things of that, right? So this is more about those personal informations. Even when it comes on to messages of concern, messages of, a concern message that could come for you guys is like somebody passed or opportunity even. It could be positively or negatively. But whatever message it is, ensure that you guys are consulting with it within the confinement of a home or any safe zone that you know that information is not being shared elsewhere, right? I know you guys like to use social media, but with it being able to be transaction copied and pasted, you don't necessarily want that. We have marriage for you guys. So this just might be a marriage. Adjudication came up for you guys to begin with, which is like something being judged. You might have to judge your next lover or your lover at the moment, depending on maybe your personal situations. You might have to judge them. You know what I'm saying? Be very mindful of it. I know this can seem very negative, but in short, it's a positive look, because if you're not observant, because you know how like judges, they got to be observant of the case and stuff like that. If you're not observant of what the relationship that you're in, and you're not looking at all details versus just, oh, they pleased me sexually, you need to be looking at all situations. You need to be looking at how they result with situations, how they solve problems, how they interact with others, how they interact with your family, or whatever the case is. It's just a lot of different things. Are they capable of working with you? Are they working against you? You need to judge all of these aspects, because that will show you if you're with the right individual. See what I'm saying? We just can't go off of, because we feel some type of way when we're around this person. We have to look at how they move. So this is possibly, you guys need to start judging your relationship. Now, not in a negative way, as I just said. Now, I don't believe in negativity. I do believe that everything is a positive outlook. I do believe we go through experiences so that we can become a better individual if we choose to be, right? But when it comes on to your new marriage, your new relationship, after you guys experience these new endeavors, notice new endeavors, marriage is a new relationship. It's a whole new ball game. See, when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you can be boyfriend and girlfriend in kindergarten, and then you can be boyfriend and girlfriend in high school. That's all the same thing. When you get married and you commit your vows to another individual, then it's a whole different ballgame. So it's a new endeavor. So marriage card came up for you guys. If you guys are already married, then you need to make sure that you guys are with the person that you desire to be with. Make sure that you guys are observant. If there's problems in the household, make sure that you guys are seeing that you guys can communicate. If the party does not want to communicate, how do you know that within 5-10 years from now that y'all even going to make it out? Or that y'all going to actually grow a relationship? Just because you got married doesn't mean that you're married to the right individual. So just be very careful and very mindful of these things, because I want you guys to avoid wasting time and energy on a specific someone that's not willing to level up with you. You see what I'm saying? What else we have for the Leos? All right, we have privileged lady. Privileged lady could be coming with high honor. So let's kind of like double back, right? Because again, even though these messages are clear and they're here and physically in front of me, we don't necessarily want to take them tick for tack. You know what I'm saying? We kind of want to look at them like messages and quick advice tips. You don't necessarily want to just say, oh, I'm getting married. No, this just means this is just some information for you guys in case you need to hear this. If you ever do find yourself getting married this week, next week, you might find a lover at the beach or something. You might meet somebody. So this is what that is. So we're going to double back, because privileged lady, this is going to be a different message, but it's still the same. It's still endeavorment that's going to be coming for you guys, right? So most likely, if you're a masculine watching this channel, which pretty much, I don't know if you guys are or not. I've looked at these stats and I've seen that there's more males watching me than females. But regardless of the fact, you can take this however you take it. You can use your discernment. You can switch your sex, not switch your sex life, but switch your sex, how can I put this? Like, your genre. If I say male, you can be like, oh, I'm a female. It could go both ways. We all know this, right? So if you guys are in a situation where you're trying to fight for a new lover, or you're trying to fight for a privileged lady doesn't necessarily have to be like a lot of money or whatever the case is. This could just be a situation where this is somebody of high value. And a lot of times we deem something to be high valuable. If you go in a store, you're not buying things just because, I would hope you're not buying things just because everybody else is buying them. That's one wrong way to go about life. You don't want to be a follower, you want to be a leader, or at least be someone of your own, right? Your own independent soul, right? Because we all have one. So ensure that you guys are looking for what you deem as valuable to a privileged lady. For my masculines out there, if you guys, listen, if you're in a situation where you don't like, you don't even go to a bar yourself, but you just happen to slip in a bar, you can't expect somebody to change not going to a bar because you don't decide to go to a bar. If you guys cannot consult on an agreement, whether it's going to a bar every other week or whatever the case is, then that's not the right person for you. It doesn't matter how much pretty she looks, it doesn't matter. And you can't diss her for it. Same thing with females. If you're with a guy that, how can I put this? Let's say, I'm not even going to say no illegal stuff or whatever, but let's just say he ride dirt bikes and you have some type of feeling towards that. Maybe you had an experience with, like, maybe your brother or something like that that rode a dirt bike and had a tragic accident. If you can't use your discernment to work out with him to, be able to have that communication skills, then that specific person, if that's what they enjoy doing, you don't want to destroy what they enjoy doing, what they've been doing before you got with them. You guys need to just be able to communicate with each other. If y'all can't communicate, then it's time to just look at that as an experience in your relationship life, right? Sometimes we just go through relationships to get that experience so we can use that in our new relationship. So in this new endeavors, what I'm basically trying to tell you guys is you're potentially going to be fighting for a privileged someone. This can go both ways. You could be most likely it's for the masculines, but you can potentially be fighting for a privileged someone that you seem as privileged, right? Meaning valuable to you, I would say. Now, privilege can go both ways, but I kind of see it as that way. It can go all ways. It can go privileged to be because they got everything they desire or whatever the case is, but I always see it like whenever somebody's privileged, they typically are like high valued in like whatever they're in. All right, or at least they know someone that's high value, their dad or their mom, whatever the case was, right? So we have mature man, right? So mature man, you guys can be on a mature level. You could be even, all right, so I'm gonna speak on this real quick. You see how his books in the background, right? There's like this quote to say that wealthy people have more. I'm not saying wealthy as in money. I'm talking wealthiness as in spiritual health, mental health, physical health maybe. They have more books, and I encourage you guys to do a lot more reading than you do watch TV, because I'm not saying TV is bad. Yes, watch it occasionally, but if you guys are not educating yourselves and not reading and putting that time into developing your mental state, you're going to go through problematic situations. You won't know how to evolve, right? So ensure that you guys are getting in the books. I just want to say that real quick. Now, when it comes on a mature man and coming after the privileged lady, this could be a mature masculine. Most likely you guys are mature masculine if this energy is coming out for you guys. And you guys are in a situation where you're learning, you're learning to appreciate this privileged lady. You're learning to use you guys' resources to be able to level up. You guys are in this new endeavor. Maybe you need to hear this. You need to hear that you guys need to read. You need to hear that you guys need to educate. You need to hear that you guys need to get towards some communication level so you can level up. This is all leveling up. We're leveling up mentally. Leveling up mentally means leveling up physically, which then leads to financially, spiritually, all that other good stuff, right? So yes, keep that in mind. Mature man or mature female, but specifically it's going to be mature man at the moment because the privilege day came off for you guys, but it can't go both ways. All right. We have community. Community, like your neighbors and stuff like that. Coming out of family room. So just be very mindful. It's my alarm. Don't worry about that. So just be very mindful when it comes on to the community that you bestow, or the community that you kind of communicate with. Because if you guys are going to consult with ideas and stuff like that, consult them in a family room. This just confirming the family room card. All right. So see what else. And it's going to be your final message. Great fortune. Now, one thing I will say, and I always try to leave with this, is life is a boomerang effect. You throw out what you receive. You receive what you throw out, right? So great fortune is going to be coming you guys' way for my Leos. You enter this new endeavor. You guys are possibly feeling like this is not the right choice to make. However, there is a message of concern coming from you need to be judging things based off what they appear to be. You guys are experiencing high honor towards your pathway, and you guys need to be consulting personal business within a personalized room, such as a family room or a living room, to keep it contained, keep the information concealed, as well as when you guys go through these new relationships, these marriages, if you guys ever experience a privileged lady or mature man, ensure that you guys are learning to communicate with one another, right? Your community, make sure that you guys are consulting with community situations within a private room, as well as great fortune is going to be coming your way. As you guys go through these steps of life and you experience things, understand that growth is coming your way if you guys deem it to be, right? You got to think it, believe it, and then do it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully it worked out. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. See y'all soon.